Welcome back to StrangePlay.
Hey.
We're looking for Dyne. Where can he be?
Dyne.
Oh shit, that's why he's got a robot arm.
Wait.
Like, he's actually Miles Dyson.
Yep.
That must really suck for him.
Do you think? Maybe, yeah.
I'll always remember, I love the movie, but the one thing that I can't take seriously in Terminator 2 is when Miles Dyson dies, because he's just there with his thing going and it's so weird. It sounds like Jimmy Carr laughing.
Yeah, kind of just like real slow, right?
Yeah, like if Jimmy Carr laughing was slowed down, that's what Miles Dyson sounds like when he's dying.
Yeah.
And
Cure 3.
Oh, thanks. That was nice.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, now give me some magic points back and I'll be extra happy.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then that's fine. Yeah, I'm glad we're playing this again.
I mean, I think really
that
just...
sun is like...
Yeah, there's some fuckery going on there.
Ugh.
Sorry to people with epilepsy. See, that's how it should be, sort of, innit?
It's still fucked.
It's still flicky, innit?
Do you reckon there's a chest in it?
Could be
a chest
anything.
In... So that sounds like a gun. So we've got a... they probably... Oh, look, a body.
Yeah, innit? You gotta go up there, and then...
This one's been shot too. There's a lot of people being shot.
Can everybody just stop getting fucking shot?
We'd appreciate it. Oh, look. More people.
Oh, it's a thief.
You mug! You mug, you cunt. Look at her rocking up with a hellfire. That's one thing that I was really glad about going home. Like spending the weekend with family. I saw a lot of people.
What, the Hellfire? Is that...
The Hellfire Burger at Firebug.
Oh, right, okay.
Every time I go back to Leicester, I have to go to the Firebug and have a burger.
Yeah.
Because their burgers are like... For vegetarians, anyway, they're like the best veggie burgers in Leicester.
Yeah.
So good. Like, I fucking love that burger.
I've never had one. I'll have to...
Next
You'll
time,
have to take me one day.
when we're both at home together.
Yeah. Yeah. Which almost never happens.
Yeah. Almost. How long were you in Leicester for the other week? Was it just the day?
Yeah, it was just a day. I went up in the first thing in the morning and came back around about... my train was at 5.
Yeah.
So I was back home by like 7:30, 8.
Wow, so it's literally just like a flying visit.
Yeah. Well, I already had Ireland like lined up.
Ah, shit.
And like everything had already been organised and stuff before I found out about like having to go up on that day.
How much like free time did you get in Ireland when you were there? For work?
I mean, it depends what you define as free time.
Oh shit!
Wow, we got this like Dune style fucking sandworm,
That's not cool.
Beetlejuice fucking shit.
Right in this bitch. Burn him.
Free time is in like time to just like go off and do whatever without anything planned.
Yeah, like
probably about like 3 hours in total across
a week.
Across the 3 days
Really?
that we were there.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I think there was scheduled to be a bit more than that. I think overall it was about 6 hours that are scheduled as like free, do what you want time, like catch up on work or emails or whatever, or go and look around the city. But because of like scheduling, like getting back from things late, like leaving things slightly later than anticipated, sessions running over, stuff like that, then we didn't really get much kind of time between.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But I did go for on the Friday when we went, after the sessions had taken place, like work sessions. We went to the Titanic museum thing that they've got there.
Titanic Museum?
Yeah, because the Titanic was like, set sail from Belfast.
I was gonna say flew out from. Yeah, set sail.
Yeah, so they have this whole like Titanic Quarter area, which has been like done up and stuff. But we weren't actually at the museum. We were at basically a warehouse around the corner.
Right.
and we were riding segways.
Right.
We were supposed to have like a Titanic themed Segway tour, but due to the number of people,
that's a thing.
yeah, it's a thing that exists.
Titanic themed Segway tour.
Yeah, so they take you around like all the docks and everything, and
throw ice
like,
at you.
yeah,
Throw ice cubes at you.
They put
The
you in
last one to fall off.
They put you in a paddling pool with a wooden door. But because of the number of people that wanted to do it, and we got there like a little bit late, we just sort of like did some races on the segways. Have you ever ridden a segway?
No.
It's fucking fun as shit, man.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And it's like super easy as well. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my mate Brad were just like going around this car park that we had, just bombing it around, like doing the whole like Titanic thing.
Of course you will.
Because it will move even when you're leaning in. Like, you know, you don't have to have hands. Yeah, that was great fun.
Sounds it.
But yeah, when we went to do that, I didn't take the bus and just walked to the place instead because it was only a half-hour walk away. So
Okay.
I got to see a little bit of the city. Yeah, it's a real nice place.
Yeah.
Belfast is. Yeah.
And you went to Game of Thrones place.
Yeah, we went to where they recorded the Winterfell scenes in the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, and what the set now is kind of based on, which was real cool. Got to do some kayaking.
Did it change for later seasons then?
Huh?
Did it change for later seasons then?
Change.
Yeah, you said for the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, so so they recorded at this place for the first 3 seasons.
Right.
And then after that, like, because what would happen is that every year they would have to come back like a few weeks, months in advance to put extra stuff up and like to set up all of the
screens up.
yeah, exactly, and like add extra parts to the walls and everything going around,
Okay.
like more towels and stuff. It's amazing how they do it because they basically just like put some scaffold up, put like plaster or wood on it or whatever, sculpt it, and then paint it so that it matches whatever the wall is.
Wow.
But obviously that's really time consuming and tear down at the end of it. So once they had a bigger budget in the later seasons, they just built a set. Like, it's still an island, but it's like it's way away.
But they've actually recreated it and then.
But yeah, they've kind of like recreated that kind of the courtyard that we were in. And we went and do some kayaking, which was like a load of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on because you obviously go out with people, but like how it was set up was there was 2 kayaks and they're sort of like connected together by like wooden planks,
Right.
so that it's sort of like a makeshift catamaran almost. And we all had an instructor-y guy at the back, and ours was a dude called Harry, and he was the most hilarious motherfucker you ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a right laugh. Yeah, trying to trick people into like standing up on the boat so that he could then quickly like kind of shove it away or rock it so that it fall in and stuff, and like just flat out pushing people.
Sounds like treasure.
Yeah, it was amazing. He got us to play this game.
You didn't get pushed in then?
I did, yeah.
Did you get wet?
We all got soaked.
Oh,
We're out on the water.
Did you get wet?
Like, of course.
Pushed in a river?
No, it's like a reservoir, a lake. It's salt water.
I hope you pushed that cunt in.
Oh yeah, we tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is he like
It was
like
it was a laugh,
Jesus just walking on water? Like, I can take this.
though. Yeah, basically. You know, he was getting involved. But yeah, he got us to play this game where
Hide the sausage.
why you always got to take you that place? No, where basically you chase each other around the edge of the boat, and you have to hop between boats to go around like the edge. Yeah, I got chased by our managing director, and I got back to my seat first.
Yeah.
But then when he came round, I pushed him in, and he grabbed me, and like we both went in at the same time. Yeah. And then right at the end as well, I got a proper satisfying stealthy dunk of Kate as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just sat in the boat, and sort of like I jumped out, and it was like shallow water. It was like up to her waist if you stood up. So I put her like crouched down a little bit, snuck around the backside of the boat, and then just like jumped up and grabbed her and pulled her in.
And then she drowned.
yeah, and now
You know, she's dead.
Now she's dead.
And you've lost your only friend.
Yeah. You got lost in the desert, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
You're just gonna be fighting sandworms now.
Well, if I remember correctly, you run around for a bit, and then the chocobo carriage gets you.
Yeah. Either way, you get to Dyne.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, if the chocobo carriage gets me, takes me back, then we can actually talk to someone and go, do you know how I find the shooty man? And they'll go, he's in your party, you dickhead, with his gun out.
It's like, no, the other shooty man.
The mirror man.
Mirror man.
The opposite shooty man.
The opposition. Isn't it just like you just go into the desert and then you go like 2 screens to the right and then you're there? Isn't that it? Or does it change like with each playthrough?
I'm not entirely sure. Have you got that book handy?
It's in a box somewhere. I don't think I've got it handy.
That's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Look at you blowing all your sand.
He's got a lot to blow.
Yes.
And a big mouth to blow it from.
That is a massive mouth, to be fair.
How do he eat things? Like,
But he just kind of like sucks them in.
yeah, I guess he doesn't really chew things, does he? He just needs to make sure they stay in his mouth so he can like gulp them down into his acid belly.
Yeah, and I reckon he can tilt his head back and go it's like deep throat desert dwellers and shit.
Yeah.
It's like swallow them whole. You know, I hope his eyes aren't bigger than his belly, because
He's got a lot of belly to work with though,
yeah.
I think. So I think generally he's alright.
Did you see how many hit points Aerith had just then? Before I healed?
No.
420.
420.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, these fucking desert bastards.
Desert bastards.
I really hope that someone in the new season of Game of Thrones calls Daenerys' lot, you desert bastards.
You probably will. Well, they probably, yeah, maybe. I don't know. They tend to use the word bastard correctly, don't they? So.
Yeah. So I reckon that a lot of the Dothraki and whoever's left,
could be.
people are bastards.
Yeah, probably are. Yeah. They do seem a lot more liberal than those.
They just fuck.
Yeah. Those guys fuck.
They do.
Oh, you wouldn't have seen any of Silicon Valley, would you?
No.
Oh,
I heard TJ Miller left.
Yeah, this is last season.
Yeah. That made me sad.
Yeah, made me sad as well.
But, you know, if he's going on to bigger, better things, then fuck it. I mean, that dude is amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, the show will miss him, but
Yeah.
it's, you know, it never lived or died with TJ Miller, did it? It's still fantastic. But I will definitely miss Ehrlich.
Yeah. But I think out of all the characters, he's the one that you can remove without it having a major effect.
Yeah. I mean, his role was greatly diminished in the 4th season anyway.
Was it?
Yeah. He's quite a bit more of a side character almost. Rather than part of the main team. Yeah.
What is
the
going
season,
on?
anyway. Yeah, you got lost.
Hey.
There you go. There's the chocobo carriage. It's going to take you back.
Cool. Hi. Wanna ride? Wanna ride my pony? Alright, let's try and do this properly. Can't even spend 10 minutes running around a desert.
Fighting worms. Fighting worms, bro.
But that's where I need to be anyway.
Yeah, that's where you need to go out that way.
Yeah.
And now I think you just go 2 screens to the right, and then it's
Dyne.
then you're there.
Cyborg Dyne.
Something like that, anyway.
Yay. Thank you. That man looked like an Amish.
Look like a Hamish.
That's what I said. Amish was the word I was trying to say. No, I can't.
Do you remember my mum told us that Dave looked like a Hamish?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because he does.
Yeah, he does.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna need.
What you gonna need?
What you gonna do with it?
Oh yeah, you need to put him old material on, don't you?
Yeah, because this Dyne fight, if I remember it correctly, ain't nice.
No, it's a bit of a fucker.
I had because when I went through it a few years ago, it was fine. But you remember when we were kids, as when we were playing it, we didn't really use Barrett.
Yeah.
And we got to this point, and we're like, shit, we
Like,
probably should have used Barrett.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's just down to that, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Because when I did him with like a decently powerful Barrett, he was fine. I've said that now, I'm probably going to get fucking trashed.
Well, hopefully not. I remember, because I never used Barrett when I played through.
No. It's a bit shit till later on in the game, but I think he's one of those characters who, like, when you have a better understanding of the mechanics, he's actually a really good character to have.
Yeah.
Because he can hit, like, you can put him on the back row, and he can hit the back row.
Yeah.
So you can take less damage, but do as much damage as your front row.
Yeah.
And, like, I wasn't really using Rose the first time I played. I'm not really using Rose in this one. Like, she's at the back.
Yeah. As
with her stick, as fucking
as
healers should be.
Yeah. Wave your stick and make with the heels.
Yeah. This way?
Yeah, you're just going up.
Yeah.
There you are. Look.
Oh shit.
All that farting about in the desert.
I mean, I got here eventually.
Yeah.
Dyne, is that you? No, it's the fucking Tooth Fairy. Now that's a voice I haven't heard in years. A voice I'll never forget.
I think that's his house. I think that's why it's so mad.
Probably. It's got no roof on it.
I've only got one big pot of honey in the top there, and some yellow bear keeps trying to steal it.
Is it a pot of honey, or is it a bongo to play with his good hand?
His last count of the number of bongo skins he's ripped when he just gets too into it and just like, ooh yeah, oh no, not the gun arm, fuck. Just this and now can't play until the morning now. Gotta go to the bongo shop.
Gotta go out shooting him, mate. Reskin it.
That's why he shoots people.
Yeah.
To get their back skin.
Yeah.
So that he can stretch it over his bongo.
That's what they call him, Bongo Back Boy. I hear her voice, Eleanor's voice, begging me not to hate your rotten guts.
God, it's all so dramatic, isn't it?
But I have a peg leg for an arm. Like, it looks like it's got a peg leg for an arm.
It does, yeah.
I know I was stupid. I'm not going to ask you to forgive me, but I'm going to give you a hug. But what are you doing in a place like this? I'm building a house and learning the bongo. The hell do you care for?
I was thinking maybe I could help you out. You look like you're missing a roof, and I don't think you get much rain in the desert. But it's always nice.
Friends that could give you a hand.
Oh, hey.
Are the people of Coral going to understand just hearing Shinra's excuses? I don't care what the reason is. Look at my leg arm.
Leg arm? Arm leg?
Leg
Alarm?
You know those people that do the weird on all fours stilt walking?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like he is half of one of those people.
Yeah.
Or like he could only afford half the kit.
Yeah.
The people of this city.
He's got a limp and all.
That rock over there. Fuck that rock in particular.
Yeah, especially. Actually just shooting him now.
Yeah,
just straight up shooting him.
How fucking hard is Barrett? Or how weak is his gun?
Yeah.
It's actually, he could only afford a BB gun.
Yeah.
Barrett's got like...
we ain't got all the opportunities down here in Coral. What you got, I've got in old Midgar.
In the outside world. You found Marlene.
Dyne is mistaken though, because at least he can see the sky. Barrett couldn't see the sky.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Barrett couldn't see the sky, and then he started blowing the roof up.
Yeah.
So blowing the ceiling
So
up.
there you go. That's what happens when you don't get to see the sky very often. You start blowing roofs up.
Yeah. Like, Barrett became a terrorist. Dyne became a murderer.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh when, like, games and shit. It's a very, like, anime thing, isn't it? Where two people get together and they're like, well, I guess we gotta fight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, great.
We have to fight to see which one is the best. Why can't you just sort of, like both be good?
In Persona 4, when you do a social link with one of the guys, because he's been moaning and stuff, and he was like, he confesses that he's been jealous of you, like the main character and all that shit. And then he's like, there's only one thing we've got to do. We got to fight. And then they just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And then just lie on the floor laughing. And then I'm like, you know that they were going to kiss. But they didn't kiss.
That's all it is, really. It's all just pent up sexual aggression.
Oh, yeah. He's firing his needle gun at me.
We're reading a book recently called The Descent of Man.
Yes.
By Grayson Perry. And that's all about that.
Yeah.
Like how, like what role does masculinity have in today's society, where we don't really have a need for the kind of the strong warrior-y type defender.
There's a talk about like toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
oh shit, that was close.
that was real fucking close.
Wow. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Let's be more careful.
He hits you like a fucking truck, mate. Like,
It's that fucking ass mine one that he does. Wow. I'm just gonna heal for a bit,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna like unleash the limit. I can unleash the limit now. Tell me about this book then.
Yeah, so it
Keep
talks
going.
about things like that, and it talks about how it's not okay to you know, to do what a lot of people end up doing, where they just outright kind of almost deny that aspect of
Told you,
masculinity.
piece of piss.
Piece of piss. Oh well, easy. And how it doesn't just need to be like, no, just stop doing that, just be different, and it needs to be part of a process, part of a change, a shift in kind of mentality. But it talks about how like sort of the rituals of men, and how, you know, like the cliche of having like a high powered job, having a nice car, like being good at sports and that sort of thing. Men usually play that off as like, oh yeah, it attracts the birds, doesn't it? But that's not what it's for. It's competing against other men.
Yeah.
And it's for the own personal person to sort of say, I'm better than that guy.
So what you're saying is that by underachieving, I'm actually better than
it's not so much
than masculinity. I'm actually healthier than the toxic masculine men's.
I mean, it talks about all this stuff and how Grayson's experience of it growing up as like a transvestite, as kind of someone who has been in touch with his feminine side, and not really understanding the traditional role of masculinity, which is, I can empathise with that a lot because I have a lot of difficulty wrapping my head around that too.
Oh,
like,
same.
and yeah, exactly,
Same.
yeah. And it's a really interesting book, and it's I think a lot of people should read it and maybe start questioning how they view themselves and their masculinity, and understand that.
I might borrow that off you when you finish.
Yeah, and understand that it's not men so much.
Is he going to throw himself off a cliff?
Yeah, he does that, doesn't he?
I can't remember.
It's not so much that men are like do the things they do because they're dickheads or because they're assholes. It's just because this is how they know how to be, and they're almost having like a crisis of identity. Yeah. Because where does that version of masculinity fit in today? It doesn't really. Yeah. Like, don't need someone to be looking after the women folk, like defending them, making sure that the tribe carries on, because that's just gonna happen now, and women can take care of themselves. They're independent. They have
they don't need no man.
Yeah.
We should probably go up next time. This one's run on a bit.
Oh yeah, we'll go up next time.
That was an interesting talk, though. I'm gonna read that book.
Yeah, definitely do. Yeah, it's a short book as well. Yeah. It's real thin. It's like I read most of it in one afternoon in the park.
Oh, cool.
At the weekend. Yeah, not last weekend. Weekend before that.
Anyway, we'll see you soon.
Laters.